Hello again. Welcome everybody to episode 2 of the Imaginary Podcast. We appreciate you guys being here today. I'm Joe.
I'm Summer.
And you're talking loud enough, which I appreciate. Thank you so much. We're back again with our second episode ever, live on Twitch. Remember, we're doing this as a place for people that are anxious to see the Imaginary Podcast and want to see it happening live. No edits, no changes or anything. This is where it happens. But before we get into episode 2, I think we're going to recap on episode 1, which happened last week. So last week we did a little introduction about what the podcast was going to be, the direction we were going, kind of the things that we were focusing. We even went in a little bit about what we were going to talk about this week as well. So it went really well. It was our very first one. We were really excited about it.
Tell them where they can find that.
Okay, so have you been waiting to say that the whole time? Okay, so there is a hitch with last week's episode. So we did a live stream. It went really well, and then I discovered afterwards that I did not have VODs turned on. So our very first episode of the Imaginary Podcast is in the nether.
It gone.
Yeah, it's not here. So we're not really talking about that too much. I was really anxious to kind of post that up in the other mediums. Unfortunately, it only existed on Twitch, and unfortunately, it is gone. But that being said, I've since fixed the problem, I think, and we're back with episode 2. So let's talk about episode 2. You mentioned that we were going to talk about cryptids, and I'm going to be honest with you, didn't know what a cryptid was. You tried to explain to me last week that a cryptid is a person that works at a zoo that studies fake creatures.
That's a zoologist.
Okay.
Or a cryptozoologist.
That's a cryptid person too, right? That looks into the.
No.
Okay, so
a cryptid is an animal that some people believe may exist somewhere, anywhere in the world, but it's not supported by science.
Okay, so a cryptid is an animal that people. Okay, so it's imaginary.
People.
It's imaginary.
Depending on who you ask.
Okay, but I don't understand. It's
like there's many different kinds of cryptids too. So some may be imaginary, some may not be.
I mean, but you're saying by definition that a cryptid is an animal that does not exist based upon scientific facts, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so therefore doesn't exist.
Not necessarily. Just because science can't prove it doesn't mean it can exist.
Okay.
Look at all the stuff that we've discovered in the past 100 years in history. Things that, people didn't know about. And now they know. They didn't believe in germs until fairly recently.
I mean, I get that. But this is like super specific. You're talking like... we're not talking... Okay, we're not talking about like accidentally stumbling upon something. We're talking about like people think they have seen this or believe it. And then are like really just, I think they're trying to wish it into fruition. They're trying to wish it into something happening. That's what I think.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think
so.
Because when you see something crazy like that, you want to share it because you think you're crazy. Like, did this really happen?
Yeah. What if you are just crazy?
Then I guess you'll find out eventually.
Okay. So my question is like, so these cryptids, it's unproven by science, right? But we're saying that are they documented? They're documented encounters?
Yes.
Like, what makes a cryptid real versus just an imaginary whatever? Like, I can make up this.
People seeing it or capturing it on video, like we've got here in this particular episode.
Okay. So cryptids have some proof or some...
That's my favorite cryptid right there.
Okay, well that. All right, we got a guest participant today on the podcast. Kit Kat has decided to climb up on the chair, and she doesn't do that very often, so must be special. Okay, so back to the cryptids. So there is some proof, or there is some evidence that people have. Why is it that the evidence that's there isn't enough to say that it's true? Do you understand where I'm getting with that? So like you say there's like video footage of this stuff,
Right.
but what makes it not true? Why can't they just say, oh, it is true, it is a thing?
Because there's people like you that are like, no, that's fake.
Okay, I only say it's fake because why is there so little documentation as to the beast? You know what I mean? Every other okay, wait, are cryptids always animals, right?
Creatures, animals.
Creatures. Okay, well, by definition, what's creature versus an animal? Like a creature, like in a person?
Something people might say is imaginary or made
Okay,
up.
okay. So, but in theory, it's in the animal kingdom. In theory, right? Bigfoot.
Right.
Bigfoot's a cryptid.
Or like
Okay. Kit Kat is high fiving.
aliens. They come from space.
Okay.
sometimes.
Wait. So aliens are cryptids?
I don't know if aliens would be considered cryptids, but there are cryptids that come from space.
Oh my god. So now there's like this weird line of what's defined as a cryptid. It's space. Okay. This is just all confusing to me. Okay. So let's talk about this week. You've been teasing the cryptid that we're talking about this week. What are some common? What are the most popular cryptids out there? Talk louder too.
I would say Bigfoot.
Okay, Bigfoot.
Skunk ape.
What?
Has anybody
Isn't
heard
Bigfoot
of that?
isn't Bigfoot skunk ape?
No, I think that's two different things.
It's two different people?
Yeah.
What's skunk ape? Or well, you don't know about what it is. Maybe we don't have the.
I think that skunk ape is a Florida thing.
Yeah, that's probably just a Floridian.
Loch Ness.
Okay.
Mermaids, I think.
Mermaids are considered cryptids?
Mothman.
Mothman's considered. Wait, is Mothman more than one person or is it one person? Like
I think it's
Bigfoot.
just one thing.
Are we thinking that
Mothman.
Bigfoot's like Harry and the Henderson? There's a bunch of them, or it's just one?
I think that there's more than.
How is it we have only seen supposedly one, but you think there's more than one?
Because they all look the same. They're all big and hairy.
Oh, you can't generalize people like that. You cannot say they all look the same.
I'm cryptist.
Yeah, it's a whole new terminology. You're cryptist.
Oh god.
Year 2022. The last thing we need is another is in to exist with everything else that's out there. Okay.
I think that Bigfoots exist on a different plane. But we'll get into that
whoa.
on our
Whoa.
Bigfoot podcast.
Whoa. You think they exist on a different plane?
Yeah, like a different dimension.
Is this something we're going to talk about at some point?
Oh yeah.
Dimensions?
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Okay, so I was thinking about after our last podcast, we were talking about the different things. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a really good chance that you and I end up in divorce in a few years. If this podcast goes on as long as possible, there's a good chance we end up in divorce because I feel like every podcast is going to make me feel like you're more certifiable crazy. Okay, and I already think you're pretty crazy.
Well,
so.
I mean, I never said I wasn't crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree with you. All right, so where are we going with this episode? What's happening here?
So, did anybody end up guessing
Oh,
what it was?
yeah. Did anybody out there figure out
I
what
feel
it
like
was?
One of the screenshots you sent me.
Oh, so
somebody
you
had
feel
said
like someone figured it out.
Somebody
Okay.
had said it, I think, in the screenshot.
So I was telling Summer that, especially in my personal Discord for my Twitch channel that I do separately, plug for that ditch, that my mods have been discussing what the cryptid could be this week, and I said I felt like they were getting close. And now keep in mind, I had no idea what the cryptid was until like right before stream, because I was like, hey, I think the mods are getting close, but I don't know if they know exactly. And I sent over like a screenshot.
Was it
and
Nurse?
And I think it was Nurse.
Let me look.
I think it was Nurse that had gotten had guessed correctly. You had said, right? Nurse did. I mean, they were getting really close.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
It was Nurse.
this week's cryptid is. I have an actual drum roll, but
I like mine better.
that was better. It was impressive.
The
All right.
Fresno Nightcrawler.
The Fresno Nightcrawler. Okay, so
Sounds
earlier,
like a mass murderer.
yeah,
name.
it sounds like a serial killer. It literally sounds like a serial killer. Like the Fresno. I'm pretty sure there was a Fresno killer. So, to me, when I hear Fresno wait, is it Nightcrawler or Night Stalker?
Nightcrawler.
Okay, see, I googled Night Stalker.
They are considered the cuter of the cryptids.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is there a Rate My Cryptid site somewhere? Is there? This is not common, by the way. The cat is literally climbing. Get down. Hey, get down. The Kit Kat is deciding to climb the chair while we're doing this.
Now she doesn't know what to do with herself.
Okay, so is there like a Rate My Cryptid site or something like that? Like this is kind of new to me. I have never in my life heard of the Fresno Nightcrawler. It sounds like a Californian fisherman. Like a type of like bait they would use. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm out here gonna get some tarpon. The best thing to use is a Fresno Nightcrawler.
Well, I think there's only been like several different sightings, so they kind of just called it where they saw it. It's not like a super common, popular cryptid.
How does it even exist? How? Okay, tell me more about the Fresno Nightcrawler. I have to know more because I know right now I know zero about it.
Okay, so
okay. Tell me more.
The Fresno Nightcrawler, obviously first
Louder.
seen in Fresno in
Okay.
2007.
Fresno. That's California.
In 2007, it was caught on video by a man named Jose. It was not your dad.
Okay.
So
guy named Jose, same name as my dad.
The Fresno Nightcrawler looks like a pair of pants walking around with no like top body. They're around 4 feet tall.
Can I pull up a photo of the Fresno Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
Let me pull up a photo. Fresno Nightcrawler. Keep going ahead. Keep going.
So they were obviously seen in Fresno, and the other sighting that I saw was in Yosemite National Park, which national parks have a lot of spooky stuff going on that we'll get into eventually.
I'm gonna pull up our. I'm gonna pull up.
None of those.
I'm gonna pull up our resource. Okay, so here we go. Now it's gonna be a little hard to see, but we pulled up a picture here. This right here is the Fresno Nightcrawler, is what you're saying? This image right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it looks like okay, first glance, it's a person wearing a sheet. It's 100%.
If it was a sheet, it would look like a ghost.
No, it looks like a ghost with a wedgie. it 100% looks like a ghost with a wedgie. This is the Fresno Nightcrawler right here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a sheet.
No.
That's two kids.
No, you'll see when it's walking because it takes steps and it looks like pants.
That's two kids in a park goofing around.
Some might say.
Okay, all right. Go back to what you were saying though. Tell me more about the Fresno Nightcrawler.
So they're mainly seen at night.
Okay.
Usually seen in pairs, with one being bigger and one being smaller.
Okay.
So I don't know if maybe that's like a mommy nightcrawler.
Oh God.
And a baby nightcrawler.
Okay.
Or if it's just the same two that people see over and over again.
So with you being the expert of the Fresno Nightcrawler here, why do you think there's not much footage? Okay, let's start the skepticism. Here goes. Why do you think there's not much footage of the Fresno Nightcrawler? Why is he not as popular as Bigfoot?
Because it hasn't been seen in as many places.
And where did you say this was videoed?
That one right there.
Yeah, are you ready for me to show this?
Let me see. Let me look at my notes.
Oh, she got notes.
Okay, that is in Montana.
Okay, so is this the only footage that exists of this?
There's that one, and I think there's 2 other ones.
Okay, all right. So this is the footage we're gonna see. I got this off of YouTube. Okay, so you're welcome to get that off yourself. But here we go. This is the Fresno Nightcrawler.
This is the 2000 video.
Okay. By the way, 2000. Why does it look this grainy?
I'm sorry,
still?
2007.
Why does it look this grainy still? See, this is one of my problems, my credibility. For example, why are the numbers grainy? The numbers are...
2007 was before we even really had cameras on our phones that were popular.
But it doesn't make the numbers grainy in the video.
This is somebody's surveillance video. Surveillance videos have come a long way.
Yes, but numbers have never been blurred like this. This to me looks like a filter over top of this video. I'm telling you, listen, I know I'm a skeptic, but look, okay, that's a person. That's literally a person. Are you kidding me? It's dancing. It's literally dancing. That's a person. Look at this. Look at this. It's a person.
So where's the head?
The head is this part right here. It's okay.
So I also read that people have tried to recreate this, and they were not able to.
They were not able to do what? Create the dance?
Yeah, make it look like that.
I mean, okay, so my question is, who are these people that have not been able to create? This is literally a sheet going across a field.
It's not a sheet because you can see the legs moving one at a time.
It's like a pair of pants that somebody...
If it was a sheet, to me, that's too skinny at the top and high at the top to have like a person's whole body.
You are a skinny person. Okay? Imagine you from high school, all right?
If those are 4 feet tall and where the legs end and the part that comes together begins, that would only be like 1 foot.
Look, all I'm saying is that this video evidence is not credible to me.
It looks like a wishbone.
To me, it's a demon. I agree. It looks like a wishbone. Yes. Looks like a wishbone. Have you been around Halloween, seen those little suits where the kids walk around and it's like, ooh, the arms go like that?
Yeah.
It essentially looks like that without an arm. It's the thing at the pawn store. Like, where you go by and the thing waves at you.
Oops, I'm not loud enough.
No, she's got to talk louder. She just got to...
Well, this got moved too.
Yeah, you just gotta project into it. So the thing is that to me it looks like one of those things. So if I'm looking at this video, for me it gets a thumbs down. Thumbs down because again, why are the numbers blurry for starters?
Because it's an old video.
Sweetheart,
how long ago was that? 13, 14. That was 15 years ago.
Surveillance, babe, but the numbers themselves don't like lose integrity unless the video has been altered. Like, let's say the video has a filter on it or the video is intentionally made to be blurry. These numbers, no matter how blurry the video is, those numbers will always look digitally perfect. You know what I mean?
But if the video is good quality, you would say that it's fake.
Yeah, to me, it's a video of a video. Like somebody said, I think it's a video of a video.
Yeah.
Which takes away the credibility of this. I mean, this is pretty clear. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this wishbone. You said that it's one of the like cuter ones. Are cryptids typically deemed to be mean, scary?
Yeah, for sure.
Really? What makes them scary?
I think for starters, and the main thing is it's something that you've never seen before. Like, it's not like you don't know what it is. People are afraid of what they don't know.
Okay, I can respect that. Sorry, everybody's saying your mic's really quiet. You just got to talk louder. Sorry, we're working on the things. It's just more just talking into it more like this. You can get closer to it if you need to. Okay, so what other things we know about the Fresno Nightcrawler? Is there any? What are the stories behind it? How many people have seen it, reported it? Bad encounters, good encounters?
So the people that caught it on the video, the Jose guy, and I think he was trying to find animals or something like that on his property that were getting into his stuff, and he ended up capturing this. And then the other one, it didn't say, it just said it was caught on video. But I was reading and it said that Native Americans think that they're like aliens that came from space and that they're here to help humans get back in touch with nature.
Oh my God.
So that's what the Native Americans think.
Okay. So, got a question. Jose from Fresno.
sees
Wishbone going across his yard.
Right.
Right? Or a yard. How did the Native Americans get involved?
I think this
did Jose reach out to the Native American ecological system?
I think it's just conjecture from the Native Americans.
This is like my point. I feel like people are like, okay, I see a frisbee fly across my yard, right? And I say, I see this frisbee, and I don't see that somebody threw it. It just flies across my yard, and then I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe I saw this. It's the magical disc of Plant City. Okay, Charlie's in the background making a lot of noises too. That's our dog for anybody on the podcast that's not familiar with the barking. So I see the special Plant City frisbee disc, okay, and then I say things like this for credibility. Did you know that in Cuban lore, the Plant City Cuban frisbee disc was once held by Christopher Columbus?
So what I think is, it was just these couple of instances, and then it like caught on. It was like a local thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it became a thing in Fresno, and then it said that a lot of people really don't believe in it, but they make like merchandise and stuff. Like it's kind of like a
wait a minute. Who makes merchandise?
The people in Fresno.
Oh, the people in Fresno.
Yeah. So it's become like this huge thing there. So people are obviously having their own opinions, having their own guesses, and which the Native American thing was one of them.
Okay.
Which Native Americans believe in like all kinds of spirits and stuff of the earth and like all that kind of stuff. But then other people say that they think it.
Oh, okay, hold on, hold that thought. Pause. I feel like now that okay, so you spend a long time researching or reading these things all the time, right? You love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you normally are doing this to yourself. Now that you're saying it out loud. Okay. Now that you're saying it out loud, do you kind of feel like how silly it sounds?
I mean, I do admit that it sounds silly.
I'm just saying. Like, I feel like, okay, go, continue. I mean, the fact that you start laughing about it, though, makes me feel like hard to take it serious.
So,
okay.
Some people have said that it's a crane.
Now, what? I don't, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but.
How could you not?
That is in the background. Okay, hopefully in years to come, this podcast will still be around and be on a more professional level. We won't have we have our own cryptozoology happening here. That was the bingo cat in the background making louder noises than Summer. Okay, so, okay, go ahead. Go ahead back with the Fresno Night Killer.
So, a crane.
Ukraine?
A crane, like a
crane.
bird.
Okay.
You know?
I don't think cranes make, that's a crow.
Whatever.
I think crow is a crow. Is literally a crow.
But I definitely do not think that it could be a crane, because don't cranes have like long legs with like?
Wait, people are saying that this might be a crane?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. We got to put this back on. So you're telling me that people think this is a crane right here? I definitely don't think it's a crane. It definitely doesn't look like a crane. There's no way it's a crane. I don't see anything in this grainy video from 1972. It looks like. I'm pretty sure that the Bigfoot video that was recorded earlier than this has the same quality, by the way, from a video camera at 2007. Okay, that is not a crane.
Not a video camera, surveillance camera.
I'm about to break your heart. A surveillance camera is a video camera.
Yes, but surveillance is notoriously less as good quality.
I should show you the surveillance from my work. I can zoom in and see the name on. I can see the time on your watch.
Yes, it's also 2022 now.
It's 15 years. This is video quality from the 70s. Look at this thing. This wants to look like an old video. And that's definitely not a crane. Yeah, it's not a crane. It's not a crane. So you
don't think it's a crane?
No, it's 100% a person.
I don't think it's a crane either.
Okay, so what do you think it is? So what are your thoughts?
Well, let's go through the other ones.
Go through other ones. Okay.
Some people think
oh god.
that it's a fungus.
A what? Look, you're laughing. You can't.
A fungus.
You cannot. Oh my
Like
God.
a mushroom.
Okay, it's a mushroom. Did the people that thought it was a fungus
Eat the
happen to be on
in a cow
said
pasture.
fungus when they were watching this? Because I feel like that's projection. Like maybe they're high.
Yeah, 100% no, because fungi
Okay.
don't walk. So it could be a crane before it would be the fungus.
Okay, so it's not. It's definitely not a fungus.
Okay,
Do
so
you have
another.
do you have a real answer in there?
There's several.
Oh
So-
my God.
Another one is a genetically mutated animal.
I don't see that.
That I think is a possibility.
A genetically. Do you know what this looks like? Have you ever seen that trick where you take a salt shaker, you put a paper towel over it, you cover it, and you take it to the end of the table and you go like this, and smack it, and it disappears, and it looks like you made it go away? It's like an old dad trick.
Does it go on the floor?
Yeah, it goes in your lap, but it looks like you smacked it. It's literally what it looks like with the salt shaker.
Who cleans that up?
No, it just goes in your lap. It's not like a big mess.
If somebody did that in my house, I would be pissed off. I'd be like, "You're cleaning that up, and you're buying me more salt."
Well,
because we use the pink salt.
Yeah, but it's more like I'm just saying it kind of looks like that to me. I don't think this is genetically enhanced creature from whatever.
That I think has more likelihood than a fungus or a crane.
Okay, yes, it does have more likelihood than a fungus or a crane. I still think it's absolutely preposterous. Okay, what next?
So,
oh boy.
Let me do my crazy here.
Okay.
Aliens.
Okay, so you think it's an alien?
I didn't say that.
But
I said some people think it's an alien.
But if we go with the thought process as an alien, okay, which is probable, right? Because we could say that the idea is that we haven't seen as many aliens, or they're more elusive.
Right.
I think it's a cop-out. I think
we don't know what they look like.
Huh?
And we don't know what they look like.
No, in my mind, and this is something for another episode, I think aliens look more like on the organism level, like type thing versus actual like. I feel like it's weird for us to automatically assume that they would have like a humanoid form. That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode for me. So
it's kind of
okay. Here's what I think. I think it's a gag. Some kids goofing around made a video. Somebody caught it on their camera, and now instead of just accepting the fact that it's nothing, absolutely nothing. I guess in Fresno, maybe they had. When did the Fresno Nightcrawler come about? Did you say
2007?
So 2007. Okay.
Because see, when I was researching, I was like, what was happening in the world in 2007? Like anything.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it a different way. So what were you doing? You were trying to assume what was happening in 2007 that would explain why this phenomenon happened?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I am thinking more along the lines of in 2007, what was happening in Fresno that they needed to cover up?
Oh, that's a good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I love me a good cover up.
Okay. Yes. So you're on board with the fact that this could be a totally okay. Nice conspiracy theory. You like that?
I love me a good conspiracy
so
theory.
Don't you think that it's more probable? Okay. Don't you think it's more probable that something was happening in Fresno and they needed something to cover up what was happening in Fresno? So the best thing they come up with two kids in a sheet walking in the field.
So do you think that it was something that was happening that they covered up with that, or they were using that as a distraction from something else that was happening nearby?
Distraction. So I would say homework for people in the podcast that's listening is, hey, look up 2007 Fresno when the Nightcrawler was introduced and see if anything in particular, but in my opinion, it'll be hard to find. Because in theory, okay.
Because they don't want you to find it.
Okay, so I have converted you from not believing that the Fresno Nightcrawler isn't real.
I still haven't completely discounted it.
Oh my God. So I'm going to be honest, first cryptid, very weak.
I think, and then the other one was ghosts. Some people say that it could be a ghost.
Okay. That is a whole nother topic for another podcast.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do not believe in ghosts. I do not believe ghosts exist. Also, I don't believe ghosts are walking like they have a wedgie, if they do exist. This thing is walking around like it's got something. It looks like it has a wedgie in the front and in the back.
Little frontal wedgie and a back wedgie.
Yeah, and I've never had a frontal wedgie. I don't know what that's like.
It's not a good time.
I feel like it wouldn't be a good time. So I feel like wedgies in general are not good times. But again, I think that the Fresno Nightcrawler is bullcrap. Personally. What else you got for me on the Fresno?
If you had to pick one of the things that I listed of the possible explanations, what would you say it is?
Okay, so the choices were a monster,
a bird,
okay, a crane,
a plane,
Superman. Wait, well, I was about to say, are you just making that up as you go? Okay. A bird,
fungus,
no,
genetically mutated animal,
okay,
alien,
okay,
ghost,
okay.
Well, I guess Native American spirit would be included in a ghost.
All right, so can we just go or fake?
I mean, yeah, that can be an option.
Yeah,
for sure.
fake. It's fake. It's not real. I feel like there's not enough evidence to prove that the Fresno Nightcrawler is a real thing. A couple footages or pictures, and then you know, the theory. I feel like we're just trying to like make up something to make it fit just trying to kind of like fit the script. You know, there are things that we see all the time on cameras. All time, that can be explained once you have the insight to it. Think about a puzzle or riddle. I say, hey, what is black and red and tan all over? And you think and you think and you think and you have no idea. And then I give you like some insight or some context or a little thing, and you go, that's right. It is that. That is 100% what, in my opinion, a lot of these cryptids could be. This, for example, is two people walking. I have no idea. I don't know what the insight is, but I'll be honest with you, I don't care what it is. Because I feel like it's just, you know, could be two drunk people. Could be a prank somebody was playing on somebody else, filming a skit.
Kind of wonder, too, what time of the year it was. Like, what if it was around Halloween?
Could have been. What I'm saying. I just feel like that this is definitely on the weaker side of the cryptids.
Somebody says, what kind of financial hardship was Fresno going through that might have had the community create this to make a big deal to bring tourism? So like Fresno's Area 51.
Yeah, like, I'll be honest with you, Fresno, you got to step up your game, though. This is weak.
How many times has it been seen since? Only, I think 2 or 3 times, period, from what I read.
So I'm kind of curious, how does it get tagged with relevance? Like, how did this become a thing?
Like a viral video. I feel like probably this guy shared or
Jose.
Yeah, sent it to a friend or shared it or put it on YouTube or whatever, and then it just kind of snowballed, you know?
Yeah. I would like to know. I would like to know, honestly, the Fresno Nightcrawler, is it real or not? And in my opinion, after our conversation, I say it's not. What about you? How do you feel after hearing the skeptic's side and saying it out loud?
As much as I love cryptids, paranormal, all the spooky stuff, I don't think that it's something that's real.
Oh my God.
Which is a big deal, right?
It is a big deal. But see, okay, but I respect that. I respect that because like so I think it's a part of you that loves to, you want things to be real too. Like that unknown, or like, you know, or on, you want you want like something to kind of be there. It's exciting, I guess. And I like the fact that you're able to like look at it and then go, okay, I see it, I hear the information. Again, we don't have the facts. You know, the Fresno Nightcrawler could kill someone tomorrow in Fresno.
I think it's called a Nightcrawler because it walks so slowly. It's like going at a crawl, kind of. So
when I think of a Nightcrawler, I think of like worms. Aren't worms referred to as Nightcrawlers? Like if you go, like, yeah, if you're gonna go fishing, you go get Nightcrawlers, whatever. So I guess that kind of goes with the movement. All right, now you had another video as well.
Yes. I don't know if you knew this, but we've had a sighting locally in the town that we live in our area of a nightcrawler. It's not a Fresno nightcrawler.
I was just about to say.
Maybe it took it this long to get all the way across the country from Fresno to Florida.
Okay. So I was just about to say.
It walks so slow that it took from 2007 to get here in Tampa.
Okay. So you have sent me something.
True story.
You told me I wasn't allowed to look at it. Okay. You said that. Now you just told me a minute ago
it's irrefutable evidence. Honestly,
you said a minute ago that you feel like the Fresno Nightcrawler may not be a thing.
This video might change people's minds, though.
Enough to change your mind?
Like it could break the internet.
Oh God. Okay. So I'm gonna pull this up. Are you ready for me to pull this up? I haven't been able to see this yet, so I'm kind of dying to see this. Are you wanting me? You want me to? Okay. Okay. First off, I'm already debunking this. Look how much clearer the wording is. Look how much clearer the wording is on the video. I'm already poking holes in your story. Okay? Kit Kat's left butt cheek. Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
I just can't believe they've caught her on video. You can't deny that.
Why does the first one walk so much faster than the last one? Oh, what is this from? Somebody's camera?
It can't be explained.
All right, hang on. Hold on. Here we go.
Look, in groups of 2.
So this is the Plant City Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
I don't even know how
I mean, have you ever seen anything like that?
I don't know how. Okay, so I think we should get some opinions. Are we thinking that, look at the way that it walks, okay? So are we thinking that this has the same walk?
I think that one's wearing slippers.
All right, so are we saying that this is, okay, all right. Can I be honest with you, this footage here? It's right up there with the other footage.
Look at the way it's going so slow.
It's right up there with the other footage.
That's why it took so long to get to Florida.
Okay, so people are saying that they feel like that this looks a lot different than the Fresno.
Well, it's because it's
Nightcrawler.
15 years later.
Well,
it's been doing a lot of crawling.
Is this how cryptids are born? We see that, and now I can now say there's the Plant City, I don't know, chimichanga, and then we start like a lore about it.
Yeah, or you could say that it's the Fresno Nightcrawler come to Florida.
I don't want to go with Fresno Nightcrawler. I've stopped giving the Fresno Nightcrawler credit. I don't think the Fresno Nightcrawler is real. About as much as I feel like the last video was real with Kit Kat butt cheek.
I mean, that was a really clear video.
Yeah.
Like, that's irrefutable.
Yeah, it's definitely some kind of futable. So, do you have anything else in the Fresno Nightcrawler?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. So, the
People
first
in large sweatpants.
The second episode was about cryptids, and it was about the Fresno Nightcrawler, which at the end of the day, I'm going to come in very heavily with a lot of skepticism, feeling like, most of these things can be debunked, or there's just not enough evidence. Like for me, I am I need to see like a lot of proof. I need to see a lot of evidence. I need to show me all like the stuff. And it's not even about like, I don't have to see it to believe it. Okay. But I need everybody's opinion. Do we feel like the Fresno Nightcrawler is real or not? Summer's coming in, and she says that she now kind of feels there's definitely some skepticism to it. It's definitely one of the weaker. Maybe we take it when we look at cryptids. We take the Fresno Nightcrawler. Do we take it out of the pool?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so
because there's so much other subjects that have big evidence.
Like big evidence, yeah. So, but I feel like it's a pretty good cryptid to start off with. Now, your passion with cryptids here. Do you have a cryptid in mind for next week's episode?
No.
Wait, what? You don't have a cryptid in mind?
No.
Are we gonna have an episode next week?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to research and figure it out before then?
Yeah.
You're making me nervous.
I already know about cryptids.
Oh my god, you knew about cryptids. You brought the Fresno Nightcrawler as the very first cryptid, and I'm telling you, you gotta come. You gotta bring a stronger A game with the cryptids next week, because right now we are 0-1 with cryptids.
Well, next week I think will be a.
You think next week will be a big one?
Yeah.
But you don't know which one we're doing, right?
No.
Okay, she's gonna come harder with the evidence. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode tonight. That was our very second one. You guys are gonna find some evolving of the episodes. We'll be adding time will be like kind of changing as we get going, stuff like that. We'll get a chance to monitor how long we go and all that kind of stuff. You'll see some stuff over social media this week teasing the thing. Now, if you guess what it is on social media, does it mean that she is going to let you know what it is? And I'm going to be staying kind of oblivious to it. I will not know the answers, so there's no prying it out of me. But I will say this, guys. Make sure to follow all of our socials. We have all of those live, and they're up and going, so like that. We're trying to be active on those. Spread the word. Get it out there. Share it up for us. I want to kind of give you a moment to talk about the format of what we're thinking about doing with the podcast. So on Thursdays is the days we've been kind of deemed doing the live podcast. The idea is that we get the live podcast, we record it up, we rip it off of Twitch, and then we actually are going to take the VOD down. Last week I had managed to take the VOD down before ever doing anything with it. That was my fault. But we're going to take the VOD down. The idea behind what we're going to do is that with the live vodcast, it's a place for people to come that don't want to wait and are kind of anxious to see what the next thing is going to be. Like, hey, I want to see exactly what you guys are talking about. I'm anxious about this. I want to get invested into it. So that is what the live vodcast is going to be. Then the idea is that we're going to take the edited footage and we're going to put it up on different places. So we got a podcasting host today so that it will put it up in all the normal spots that podcasts are usually found. It'll come up as the Imaginary Podcast, and it'll have the stuff. And then we'll also take this VOD, this very VOD will go on our YouTube. So if you guys are not following that, and if you're on the live Twitch right now, if you type !socials, that'll give you all the social links. And then that's where you'll be able to find everything. So if you come back tomorrow or you're like, hey, I want to watch the VOD, you'll have to find it on the other mediums. Secondly, another thing that we got going on is we are going to be introducing some ways that you guys can support the Imaginary Podcast. We have a lot of goals and aspirations. Summer and I have been talking about what we want to do with it. We're really excited about it. One of the big things we want to try to do is try to get some branding and artwork and stuff like that. So we have a coffee set up, !KOFI in the chat. That will explain the coffee that we have going on. You can support us over there. It is not finished. Our Patreon is not finished, but these are our ways that you can also support and help us as well. So we'll put some panels down below, and we'll have ways that you guys can support us. We want to have we got a Discord set up today. I've got to go through and we got to set all the tiers up and how we're going to do things. So we're really excited about growing the community, about you guys being invested and interested in it. It really means a lot to us. So we appreciate you guys hanging in there and coming out.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us.
Yep, and I'm gonna get a little prod so I can shock her with it so that she'll talk louder. We'll check out the video and kind of see all the things, make some adjustments, but be patient with us as we start this new adventure, this new passion project as we go forward into the future. And hopefully it becomes something that you guys find yourself addicted to and are looking forward to listening to every single week. You know, that's what we want. We want you guys to look forward to it. There'll be an opportunity for you guys to kind of give us feedback, an opportunity for you guys to give us suggestions based upon the different tiers of support and stuff like that. So we're very, very excited about the future, and we really appreciate you guys all being here. So
yeah, thank you.
With that being said, that wraps up episode number 2. We'll see you next week for another cryptid.
Yeah. That
I don't know, and apparently neither does she. But thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate you. See you on the other side.
Thank you, guys. Bye.